Last session with the language of magic, the Emerald Scale had found themselves in a battle with Elijah, a young man of interesting background, his dead parents protecting him, and it became clear that you were in a battle that couldn't be won. The music that the young man was playing affected you all. It was impossible to completely avoid the feelings of sadness or rage or despair, whatever it might be. And you all left. You continued to gather some information, went to the ruined tower that had the graves of Roslind's parents. There you found the remains, the corpse, animated, of a dragon that was able to converse with you some. It was protective of the graves, but wasn't aggressive necessarily. Parsnip found a journal. The journal of Lady Seraphina had several years of information on it. After this discovery, you all decided to move towards the Clocktower, a place where one of the undead that spoke with you said that Lyra had gone to, most likely, in search of Roslind, this person, this woman that a lot of the information has led you towards. On their journey there, Teo got a little bit ahead of the rest of the group, and a small mob gathered around him. Unfortunately, part of that mob was the young girl, undead girl that you had run into previously, riding atop this hulking brute of an undead, huge creature. And poor Tango was nearly flattened. The young girl continued to use her abilities to poke and prod at him as he was lying dying on the ground. But Parsnip spoke to them, called her Roslind, and began a dialogue. She laughed at it, giggling, and explained that that wasn't her. She wasn't Roslind. And the hulking brute was not Reddick that you saw. This seemed to calm her down. She giggled and laughed a bit and released her hold on poor Tango, and the two of them wandered off, becoming invisible. The remaining skeletal and zombie undead, they continued to put up a fight, but it didn't take long to put them down. With that, you approached the clock tower, which has been ringing every so often in the distance, and have gathered just outside the door leading into it. And that's where we'll pick it up tonight.
Sorry, DM, we did have a short rest last week.
A short rest was had.
You didn't do anything for me, though, right? Like, can I roll hit dice now, or do you want me to leave it where I am at?
If you have some, you can go ahead and roll them. That's fine.
Okay.
Tango, buddy, are you feeling okay?
It depends on your definition of okay. I feel healed up and sturdy, but I sure took a beating there, and it's made me rethink some things. But I'm ready to keep moving.
You all gather outside this clock tower, which, of all the structures that you've seen, this is the one that seems to be the most intact. It seems like there's very little damage to it. As I mentioned, there are some odd marks that come from the top of the side of the door all the way down. they go back and forth, scratching off the one before it. And one of those marks, I forgot to mention last time, you would have recognized it as the mark on the adventuring boards that are set up throughout Torrington. The other being a gear would likely be recognized by Daeron, maybe not knowing what it is, but just it would show up in his hometown from time to time. But the structure stands tall. Door is intact. The walls are intact. Quite possibly, this would have been a very good stronghold, if not for the fact that it's fairly small and wouldn't be conducive for multiple people staying. But the door is ahead of you, and it does not appear to have any lock that you can see.
Since Tango's right in front of it, I'll slowly push it in and take an uneasy step through and have a look around.
You open the door, and you see a small little room. Looks like somebody could likely rest in it. The back corner of it does have a makeshift little station for setting up food, but you catch a waft immediately. It's old, rotted away, not really cared for. Table, but nothing really stands out in this room.
Sorry, DM, I got a question for you. Last session, at the end of the last session, did we take a short rest or not?
It wasn't right at the end of the last session. It was prior to your confrontation with the young girl and the brute.
Okay. Oh man, so Tango's still looking pretty beat up.
He received a decent amount of healing, so he's looking better.
Okay.
I'm doing okay.
So DM, I don't see myself on the map.
Because you aren't there.
Simon ran away.
Simon's gone.
Simon sneaks into the rear.
Here I am, I'm back.
Yay. I'm assuming the blood on the floor is just part of the map.
It is, but there would likely be a small amount of blood stain on the floor. It's quite appropriate. Very, very old. Nothing fresh.
Okay.
Was that a writing desk?
You have a very small writing desk. Arcus, as you go over and approach it, go ahead and give me a perception check. Yeah, seems nothing really special about it. Just a couple of boards of wood, old pieces of paper on it that are half rotted away, dried up inkwell and so forth, but nothing really stands out.
Anything good in here?
No, just an old desk with some dried up paper.
What about the food that's over here, DM? Is it rotted away or is it good food?
Yeah, it seems like a makeshift station to prepare food, but you're hit with the smell immediately. Tango, as you go to open the door, you kind of hear this little like slight scratching sound against it, and as you start to push against it, there's like it feels like there's something very, very small, maybe kind of that you're pushing it up against. It's not blocking you by much, but you feel a little bit of drag opening the door, pushing it in.
My immediate thought is a kitty, and I'm going to push it open.
You feel something kind of scoot along the ground as you open the door. And you look down hoping for a cat, and there's a hand on the ground.
That's not a
And
kitty.
it scurries over and tries to claw at your foot just a little bit. It doesn't damage you in any way. Also standing in the room are a pair of skeletons that are kind of looking around. And as you enter or open the door, they just kind of stare at you and they cock their heads to the side.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. Just looking for
Sound of the
Roslind.
The sound of the clock towers, with the door opening, definitely radiates more, filling up the room with its ticking sound. You mentioned Rosalind, and they kind of look at you, and after a couple of ticks, one of them shifts its head in unison with one of them. A few seconds later, the other one kind of shifts its head also to the left. After that, the hand can't do a whole lot to you. It kind of scurries back over into the room. As you see in front of you, there seems to be a lift, chains and pulleys and so forth that can raise you up, and you can look above you and you can see several floors, about 4 floors up, where there's wooden boards that make up an area around where this shaft for this little lift would be.
Just trying to be very, very cautious to not instigate anything. Kind of look towards these skeletons, point towards the lift, give like a shrug, question mark, point upwards, yes?
The skeleton was in fairly fine clothing. You've seen quite a few people dressed in decent clothes that are seen better days. He cocks his head at the click of the clock tower, and he looks over at the this little handle that's on the ground, and he takes just a couple steps over towards it. But judging everything from his body language, he seems incredibly angry, either at the lift or at the little handle or at this notion that he once again has to operate this lift as he stomps over to it.
Alright.
One of the hands comes a little closer to it. He kicks it. He grabs hold of it, and he doesn't have any flesh to show a furrowed brow, but you get the feeling that that's the expression he's got right now.
DM, you said...
Sorry, you go first.
Sorry, you said that they looked to the door to the left. Are you saying that they were looking over here, where we were at, or there was another door in here that we just don't see? Sorry.
So this is the only door that you see. One of the skeletons has walked over to a lever, and he's ready to kind of push it.
Gotcha. Okay.
An indication. As you guys are making your way through that and starting to climb onto it, you do hear a little bit of scratching sound coming from the room that you were just in. Parsnip, with your passive perception, you're able to kind of glance over, and you see this underneath the table that Arcus was just at, a whole little pile of half decomposed rats kind of clawing all over each other, and just this little rolling ball. One of them looks over in your direction and kind of squeaks, but then one of the other rats chomps onto it, and they just kind of, it's almost like they're fighting with each other, not really doing any damage, but they're there.
Ooh.
DM, the lever, or is it a lever or is it more like a crank?
It appears to be a single lever that you can push down to raise and lower this.
Okay, I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna cast Mage Hand on the lever to try and push it, or pull it, or whatever.
Okay. The skeleton that's over there, he does have his hand on it right now, and he's kind of looking to you guys to indicate whether or not you want him to move it. But you put your mage hand on it, and you can push it if you want to, while his hand's on it.
Parsnip, come on.
Simon will also cast Mage Hand just to help, because I think it only can do like 5 pounds or something.
You guys have a couple of mage hands. They rest on it. They're, I believe, slightly visible. And it's, the skeleton kind of looks at it, looks at you all, and he takes his hand off the lever, and he's like, at your little mage hands. He seems to be angry at them, but he steps back.
Oh, I think that's all of us.
Yeah, that's everyone.
I'll
You
look
all
at
kinda
Daeron and be like,
get on top.
on 3.
You guys kind of ready yourself, count down, and together you make the motion to lower this. You feel it kind of click and have a little more give, click and have a little more give, click and have a little more give. So you get the idea that you can select where you want it to go. Push it down and very, very smoothly, at a comfortable pace, you feel this platform rise up off the ground. As you start going up, again, the clock tower getting just a little bit louder. You see about you, and you have this a little tiny step off of it. It's almost unnerving how balanced this is. You step over towards the edge, and you feel like you should be tilting it a little bit, or that it should sway, but it's just got this phenomenal balance, and it's just the simplest little step to get off of it. And you come up one level, and you've got 4 little makeshift bridges, so to speak, that kind of extend out so that you can easily step off of it on that first floor if you want to. You look around and basically just see this floor again, a little bit of blood splatter here and there. But this is you're on the ground floor, now you sit at the first floor of this tower. And you feel down below your mage hand is down there that it's able to push it down further if you want to continue up to the next level.
Are these chests like in the map? Like, are they just decoration, or are they actually there?
On this level, you see there is, on the upper left and the lower right, excuse me, upper right and lower left corners of what you can see, there are some old supply boxes. The one on the bottom right is not there on this level.
Are we kind of able to tell what type of supplies there are from here?
It's a sealed box, so not from where you are.
Hey, give me a second. I want to see what's in that box. There might be something that can help us.
Again, as Daeron kind of hops off of this thing, it gives just the least little bit of a sway, not much whatsoever. And you step over to it easily, and you go over to this little wooden crate, and it's not sealed tightly. It's just got like a couple of little nails holding it in. And as you take your fingers and just kind of peel it off very easily, you look inside, and it's got old, I don't know the right word for it, but hay, essentially, a little bit of padding, and you see inside a pair of, or a set of carpentry tools inside of it. It's fantastic carpentry tools.
Oh, well, I actually got proficiency with those.
With proficiency, if you look down at these carpentry tools, you would say these are master crafted carpentry tools.
Ooh. No, I never thought this proficiency would actually come into effect. Yeah, Daeron will. He'll just remember maybe like some of the tutors that were brought in to help him learn carpentry. He will just hide the tools, and he will he'll just kind of remember that the people that were here are all dead. So he will just shrug and take the tools with him.
Okay, you've got yourself some tools.
Is this a crate as well over here?
That crate does not exist on the first level. There is one on the bottom left.
I can go check that one out.
Darren, you go over and you open up this crate and you lift off the top of it. Very similar. Nice padding inside, keeping something safe. You see what is likely to be glass blower tools.
Does this mean anything to anybody?
Oh, I don't know how to use those.
No, but go ahead and grab them. One of us might learn.
What is it? Sorry, I missed that.
There's a set of glass blowing tools inside of it. Some flat tweezers, a little link joiner.
At the very least, we could use them at our bastion.
That's what I was thinking.
But you guys kind of pull everything out. You can say that you've got another. You can say you have a set of masterwork glassmaking tools.
I'll add it to the party loot.
You have a nice little view of the city from here. You can look out from that first floor window. See some hills in the area. See the middle of some trees. Baylor jumps down 20 feet.
I'm flying.
That's fair. Baylor flies. You have your boots. They have plenty of time left.
Let's continue making our way up.
Right. You pull the lever. You feel it click down. Another lever way down, and you feel yourself rise up. Same map. It's pretty much the same. A couple levels up, you go up again, and once again, you've got a pair of crates on it. The little chest isn't there on it, but you get a little higher up. As you get a little higher, you do start to notice this green flickering light coming from a couple floors above you.
You said there's more chests in this level?
Mm-hmm. There's another pair of crates on this level.
1 second, you guys. There might be healing potions here. Yeah, he's
I'll
gonna
also
once
hop
again.
off.
Yeah.
All right. You go and you look over inside each of them. Simply put, you find in one of them, when you peel it open, you find a set of tinker tools. Again, they seem of the absolute highest quality.
I think I'm proficient in those. All right.
Simon, if you're proficient, you would recognize Masterwork Tinker's tools.
Double checking real fast. That'll be under features and trades, right?
Mm-hmm, correct.
Oh no, I'm proficient in thieves' tools and navigator tools. Never mind.
Okay,
So I'll
well,
just put down.
so we'll say Daeron discovers that there's some tinker tools, whereas Simon, you look inside one and you do in fact find a set of navigator tools.
Heck yeah.
Both again are of a masterwork quality. Masterwork quality tools will basically give you double your proficiency bonus when you use them.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
You guys decide you're going to go up to the third floor, I assume. So you get back onto the lift after pocketing the tools. You go up to the third floor. Third floor, you look around again, and you have a couple of crates on that floor. And on this third floor, you do see a little chest over to the southeast corner of it.
What? I'm pretty suspicious about this one this time, DM.
I'm sure it's fine.
You go and approach, and there is a chest. Seems like an iron-bound chest and so forth. You poke it a little bit. It doesn't respond. Doesn't say I'm hungry. It just sits there.
Can I see if it's trapped? Or
Go
not
ahead.
trapped, but locked. Sorry.
You give it just the slightest little bit of nudge, and you see that it's cracked open already. It looks like it can be locked, but there's no lock on it.
Okay.
Daeron, as you slowly lift it up, look inside. It's just an empty chest.
Oh man, looks like Tango. Looks like your girlfriend beat us to it.
We don't.
Excuse you?
You're the one who has strange ladies in their bed poking them.
Hey, you said you wouldn't judge.
I'm not judging. I'm just bringing up a point to humble you a little bit. I know it's empty, but can I like feel around on the inside or anything, or just kind of investigate it to see if there's anything that we're just not seeing, like any little crumb of coin or anything?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll either perception or investigation check.
Oh, could I add guidance?
Absolutely.
And that's plus with a D4 as well. All right.
Yeah.
So 14.
Okay. Simon, you kind of hopping in and looking around and so forth, and you feel all around. You don't find a false bottom that you can think of, but as you start to kind of crawl your way out of it, you are pulling yourself up, and you look over the side of it, and sitting behind the chest, you see something kind of caught between it and the wall.
Oh, weird. I'm gonna hop out and be like, Daeron, can you help me kind of pull this chest out a little bit?
Yeah, let's do this. Pull! Oh!
You guys pull this chest out, and Simon, you see what appears to be a brass compass with like a little glass cover on it, and it just kind of rolls and lands at your feet.
Oh, wow. Look, y'all, I got me a compass. I will add that to the party loot.
Ooh, does it look fancy?
Does it work properly?
It looks very fancy. It's a small, heavy compass. It's crafted from polished brass, intricately inlaid with tiny fragments of moonstone and edged with complex constellations. The glass is flawless, and in it there's this little needle made of a tarnished silver that has a small clip that's incorporated into it.
Oh, wow. Moonstone's so pretty. Um, does it actually point to what we would think is north?
It's currently pointing to what you believe would be north, yes.
Okay.
Uh,
I didn't
as
know
you
if the magic here impacted that as well. I was wondering.
And as you hold it up and you look closely at it, you seem like it looks like there's a little tuft of hair affixed to the clip inside of it.
Oh, weird. What is this? Can I inspect it? Is it like can I tell if it's like human hair or like fur from like a jacket or something? Like if it's a compass, maybe it was clipped onto something.
Uh, I mean, okay, it is. It's behind glass currently on this little clip, and it appears to be
Oh,
um, a little tuft of white hair. That's what you get from looking at it.
huh. I can't identify anything right now, but do y'all mind if I hold on to this?
I'll go for it.
Alrighty,
Go
thank
ahead.
All
you.
yours.
And DM, going back to the elevator, I guess Daeron would talk to the wizard of the party, and he would say, "Hey, Arcus, got a question for you. Are moonstones from the moon?" I figure you being a wizard and all, you would know.
Yes, Daeron. Moonstones are from the moon, but an old moon.
How do you get them from there? Do you just fly?
No, the
Arcus,
moon exploded.
Arcus. Oh,
Yeah. No, I was just going to bullshit to him, but you can tell me.
actually, Arcus, I don't need to pull you into secrets because you seem to know the actual answer.
Really?
Yeah, really. When you guys look up at the sky, there is a moon up there with a little chunk missing out of it, and there's a ring of like almost like a little asteroid belt that circles the planet because the second moon exploded.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, DM, I don't see masterwork as an option to add to the items.
It's not. That's my thing.
Okay, cool.
Simon, as you are looking at this little compass and you kind of turn it over, you see that it's got a maker's mark similar to that was on the door. It's the one that looks like a little tuning fork with an oval in it. And as you do that and you kind of flip it back over, you essentially get it self-identified.
Oh,
Let's try this first. Can you click on that?
give me 1 second.
It's the new Roll20 feature.
Ooh, I can click on it. Not, I didn't look, but I can.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you allow us to look at it, DM?
Of course, yeah, anybody can look at it. I'm just trying out this new Roll20 feature.
I like it. Although I will say you can't scroll in the
Yeah,
chat, so it like will cut off.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. That's true. I'll go ahead and give you the handout. We'll have to give them that feedback.
I have to keep turning the music
Oh.
because I hear weird
Oh,
things in the
wow.
bathroom.
Okay. So I would know about the locate subject piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Baylor, you were very quiet. I couldn't hear you.
How about now? Is that better?
Ooh, you sound like you're talking a million miles away, buddy.
Yeah, very quiet. And I just cranked you up all the way and you were still quiet.
Better?
And it got worse.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Y'all, this is something that's really awesome. I don't know whose hair is already inside of this, but uh, if you have like the resource to cast a low level spell, you can cast it through the compass, and whoever's biological, like whoever's body parts are in it, like hair, excuse me, or blood, maybe a tooth, I don't know, is in the clip, it'll point to their location as long as we're within like a certain distance from them. But it can only be done once a day, and it only lasts for an hour.
DM, can Arcus see if, like, is there a way to like open it and put somebody else's hair in there, or blood or tooth, or?
Yeah.
Like, is that exchangeable or?
Yeah, as you kind of look at it, it's got like a little latch that you can kind of push on the side, and it just very quietly opens up, but the glass on the top opens, and you have access to the silver compass inside.
Um, I'm all for changing this out, but maybe we should hold on just for a little bit. Um, because where we found it, it looks like it was possibly dropped, right?
Yeah,
Because it was like,
absolutely. I was just curious if it was designed for a specific person, or is it something we can maybe use, assuming
yeah,
we get out of this town.
no, we can all definitely share this. I don't think you have to attune to this in order to use it, but it does eat up one of your spell slots for the day. Are spell slots DM? Are spell slots like a known spoken resource, or is that just like there's an in-game reason or something like that that we can call it?
You can call anything that you feel is appropriate. If you feel like spell slots would be an appropriate in-world term, I'm not going to stop you. Spells for the day, spells, whatever. It's all good.
Magic power? I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to call them spoons.
Yeah,
Spoons.
I do too. Like I'm all out of my casting spoons.
Exactly. That's
Um,
yep.
and I'm gonna look at Daeron and say that's a wizard's term, so you should know it by now, buddy.
Of course, I've known it for a while.
There'll
I
be
like
a
to call
test
mine
later.
sporks.
I'll hold on to this for now, but anyone can use it if they want to use it. I mean, like it seems like it's got some really interesting potential, especially for our group when we need to be hunting for things. Although I guess the books don't have biological material. Oh, but you know what? Tango, next time you talk to that lady who wants to basically eat you alive, um, you can probably get some of her hair and we can find out where she is and just go the opposite way going forward.
Why would I want to go to the opposite way?
I can't answer that for you. All right.
All right.
And Simon, I guess, will kind of like put it in one of his pockets in his vest and kind of hop up.
Okay. You guys, do you take the time to search the crates on this level as well?
Oh, I thought we. Oh no, that was the last floor. Yeah, I'll
I
look
thought
at
there was
this
only
crate.
one, but yeah.
You guys go out and you probably open these twos, and you find two more sets of tools inside of these. You find a masterwork set of smith's tools.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
And I don't believe you got these yet. You get the. Hold on, I've got my list here. A masterwork set of leatherworkers tools.
I love you, DM.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Here, you sound much better.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Still a little
So we
quiet,
have.
but better.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn you all the way up.
I'll turn up my gain on my end.
I didn't add the navigator's tools or the carpenter tools to the party loot because I felt like those were claimed, but I can if y'all want me to.
Oh, I don't know how to use navigator's tools.
I mean, I know how to use all tools poorly, so
Oh, maybe you can teach me how to learn to do glass blowing.
oh yeah, we can make like little figurines. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Or maybe we can make our own potion bottles. Because I think, Parsley, don't you have a garden? We can grow stuff and maybe distill it. And then we can put Evie's enchanted curios out of business. Except not, because I like
Ooh.
her a lot. Well, all right, save changes.
As you climb on back onto the little lift, you all can't help but hear something coming from above you. More fire! Oh, everything will be better. Just had fire. Why won't you burn?
Is everybody ready for whatever it is we're gonna see?
Daeron will hold his
Um,
shield out. I'm ready.
Simon's going to crouch behind Tango, which really just means he's going to stand behind Tango.
All right. You guys nuzzle the lever to go to the next lever to go to the next level.
Yeah.
All right. Second. Something appropriate.
Uh-oh.
As you ascend
That's
up
not
to the
good.
next level,
Okay.
you hear, "Why won't you burn?" Huh? And you see a skull engulfed in red flames spin around and look towards you all, and it goes, "You burn, you burn." And it opens up its mouth as if to launch a ball of fire at you all. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, we have advantage.
We didn't
Yes, sir,
happen to
we
like
do.
level up or anything while I wasn't around, right?
I
No,
wish.
afraid not.
Oh, damn, just checking.
But we do get advantage on initiative thanks to Darren's pick.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, that natural 20 danced with me for a while.
So close. Look at Arcus go.
He's got shit to do.
Yeah.
Arcus, you see this flaming skull. You look around it and you see that slightest little bit of singeing that seems to have been going on around it, but nothing's actually damaged. You get to jump on it as you hear that it says that it's that you're going to burn. What do you wish to do?
Oh my. There's not a lot I can do. Uh, I'm so drained. I think I'm just gonna take the dodge action. I don't really know what he's doing. Is it obvious he's trying to attack us, or is he just
Oh yeah, he's opening his mouth and you see a ball of fire forming inside of it. It looks like he's about to hurl it your way.
counterspell the reaction? Um, can I take an action in some way to determine if counterspell would work?
Sure, if you want that to be your action to do an Arcana check, sure. You look at and you're. It's kind of hard to tell. It's possible that this is a spell that's going to. It's possible that he's just using an innate ability. You're not sure with that. Not saying you can't use the spell. You can't attempt to use a counter spell, but you don't know if it'll
Yeah.
be a waste of a slot or not.
That's a natural one. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna move. 2, 4, 5, 6 to here. Don't think it's gonna make any difference, but that'll be my
Across,
turn.
move over. All right. Phalar, you too get a jump on this creature. What do you wish to do?
That is a good question. What spell slots do I have remaining?
Didn't really use very many of your spells last week. Just used I think a bardic inspiration and a kick.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me. I need to take one of those. Bardic inspiration. Okay. I'll hurl a Starry Wisp initially here. How's a 10?
You hurl a little wisp towards it, and it goes, with flames, and it singes against the wall. You notice that you don't damage the wall at all. Not after Elijah, no. Oh, after Elijah, but before the encounter with Alara.
All right, and I will cast Healing Word on Parsnip for 10. And then I'm just going to kind of hover over here.
All right.
I don't believe Parsnip looks hurt, does he?
Oh, is he not? I use the Brave browser and it doesn't always update. Is there anybody that's hurt?
I think Tango
Oh,
might
I
be
see.
a little
Okay, I see.
hurt.
Oh, so Tango. I think you're the bar that I saw. So 10 to Tango.
I'll take 10. Thank you.
Sorry, Nip. Those healing words are not for you.
All right. Anything else for
Or
Phelan?
Parsnip?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Tango.
Okay. Just a quick glance looking around. I see some stairs in the corner. Do they look like they lead upwards?
They look like they lead upwards. This seems to be the highest the lift can go. There's a ceiling about 8 feet above you, and then the stairs that lead upwards.
Okay. I'm just going to go. Fireballs are bad for your health, man. And charge towards this guy. Take a couple swings on him.
All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Decapitate him.
Isn't he already decapitated?
Yeah.
You can try. Fourteen will hit. All right. Takes. Let me make sure it doesn't have any resistances. It does not. You slash into it, and your blade clinks and cracks into the skull a little bit. As you do, flames flicker off of it.
Of course.
Let me turn this off of Whisper now. You take 4 points of fire damage as these flames flicker back onto you, but you did seem your attack did land on the creature. Burn.
Yeah. You're a bit of a hothead, aren't you? And I'll swing again.
20, definitely. Let's not miss. Very nice. And the creature could not be bloodied, but you would say, with what you've done to it, it is cracked.
Stop trying to burn this place down.
Oh wow, it's almost dead.
Be it. Do I take any more?
You take 4 points of damage again from its flaming defense.
Okay. Alright, EOT.
All right, it looks around. Its head shakes a little bit. Burn! Burn! As its mouth is open with these flames and a ball starts to shoot out of it. Arcus, are you going to attempt anything?
Oh.
This is going to be so miserable if it doesn't work.
Let me. I've got that. I have the scroll, and that way you can save your slot for something else.
All right, hold on now. I'm going to say no metagaming in this case. You
Okay,
guys
that's
make a
fair.
call if you want to use it or not.
Yeah, I guess I would. Arcus would try to counterspell it.
All right. You use the spell, you cast counterspell, you flick your hand towards it, and this ball of fire, which is starting to launch out and is expanding as it goes out from it, you recognize that you just prevented a very strong fireball. It counted as a level 3 fireball, but it did excessive damage. You blocked his fireball, and as it goes out, he looks like, "Ah, no, you need to burn." That ends his turn.
Sorry, what is a magic action?
Like there's the attack action. Magic action is just casting a spell.
Okay, so that's an action, effectively just like an action from 2014.
Right. Like,
Okay.
if you wanted to look around, it would be like an investigation action or a skill action, something like that. But yeah, they
Okay.
specify it as an action. It's a magic action.
Okay.
Very good. Tango, you see this flame kind of jittering as if it's angry that it's had its fireball. It has now been snuffed out. All right, Daeron, you're up.
All right, Daeron, he had his shield up. He was ready for the fire. And when it goes away, he just turns around and gives a thumbs up to Arcus. And then he's going to move over here and throw his shield at the skull.
All right, roll it. 20 connects.
Yeah.
Your shield hits it, and it says, "Not that fire! No, not real fire!"
All right. He's going to jump over here, go over here and say, Tango, pass me the shield. Actually, wait, no, over here. Yeah, like, pass it to me. And he's going to use a bonus action to bounce it back to his hand mechanically. But if you're okay, DM, I would like to imagine Tango, like, tosses it over, maybe. Or it bounces back.
Yeah, absolutely. I won't even make Tango roll some sort of dexterity check to see if it falls down the tower, because that would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty funny.
Kind of flick it back over towards you, and you grab hold of your shield.
Yeah, let's throw it one more time.
With your 23, you hurl it towards it, and it cracks into it and sticks in the skull for just a second, and it shakes and goes, no, it needs more fire. Its flame goes out, and the skull lands on the ground with your shield embedded into it.
Yeah.
I just push its jaw up and say, "Shut up."
It does not respond.
Good. Well, no way that thing's coming back ever, right?
Well, undead here tend to come back.
I mean, our luck has not existed recently.
So, yeah, like maybe we can stuff them in one of the boxes here.
Sure, yeah. That'll work.
You plop them in a box. The boxes on this floor are empty. Oh, okay.
Right.
So I think they get you back a first level spell, if I'm not mistaken, or up to a third level, something like that.
Up to third level.
Clutch your pearls and get a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Daeron will leave. We'll give Arcus some alone time then, and he will follow Tango up the stairs.
All right.
Sailor will follow as well.
Who is going to be in the lead?
It's the
Tango's
carcass.
not wasting any time.
Jesus, no, God, what happened? How did I end up here? Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I can move you.
Do we hear anything at all coming from up the stairs as we're going up the stairs?
All you can hear is a loud clock tower at this point.
Okay.
As you reach the top, and this loud clock tower going off, you see this halfling standing there, tattered, skin and bones, essentially, or partially skin and bones, and they are staring at the gears at the top of this clock tower. And you can see their head just going tick, 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 back and forth, left and right with every tick of the clock tower. And as you start to go up the stairs, her head stops for just a moment, and then a tick happens and it turns a few degrees. Tick happens, it turns a few degrees. And like an owl, click, 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 it spins all the way around until it's facing backwards.
Ooh.
Yuck.
As the head is facing backwards and Tango, you're kind of up to the top. It goes and it's like it's speaking at you, and it just goes, "Eh!" And as it does, a putrid green stench of fluid comes pouring out of its mouth, landing against the wall and on the ground around it. If you could make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Gross.
Okay, the DC was 13. Oops. So she basically turns and goes, "Ah!" And this acid spits out through there. You hear it sizzling throughout the air, and you dive over to the side, moving out of the way. It hits the wall, it hits the ground, it sizzles for a second, but it doesn't actually damage the wall, so it doesn't damage the wood. You'd think that it should. And then after that she spits, she reaches her hand around her towards what would be like normally the back of her head, and she kind of wipes her mouth. And she looks at you, and again, she ticks her head to the right and then to the left, in tune with the ticking of the clock. And she looks at you and goes, huh? Huh? And she's just staring at you.
Oh, God. I'm gonna look back at the group and be like, I came up here with the intention to talk to a little girl, but that thing makes me want to swing. That is terrifying.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'll try
Her acid
not,
reflux must be hell.
try not to say it too loud, but then I'll just look back to her and ask, Are you Roslind?
I was looking for her. She frantically looks around for about 2 clicks of the clock, but then her eyes fall back on the gears, and she stops and just stares at it again. And her head just kind of tilts back and forth. Click.
You must be Lyra then.
Her head spins very quickly towards you. Her body has barely moved this entire time. Her head's just on like on a swivel, and it spins around along with 1 click. Whoosh. And she looks at you. Lyra, yes. And then she slowly, her head starts clicking back towards the gears as she starts staring at them again.
Would it help you if we stop these? Or would it hurt you?
You say that, she goes, oh, she raises her hands up. No, don't stop. And she's kind of waving her hands at it as if like petting it in the air.
Okay.
I don't think the clock tower is the source of what's given him that Elias kid magic. Miss Lyra, do you know if Rosalind is here?
You say Rosalind's name, and again she takes her head towards you and cocks it to the side. Rosalind, I was looking for her. Yes, I was looking for her. Where's my compass? She says that, and her head tilts back towards the gears, and she again starts taking her head back and forth with the gears.
If you had your compass, do you think that you could find her?
Tick back towards Simon. Find with my compass. She seems to get distracted again after just a couple of ticks. Focuses back on the gears.
I'm just going to very cautiously, non-threateningly approach. I want to try to see if these papers say anything useful.
Okay, sure. You go over, and she doesn't seem to really care. As long as you avoid her eye line so she can watch the gears the entire time, you go over and you see what appears to be construction plans for this tower. There's not a lot of damage to these that you've seen in other places, and you can reach out and kind of take it and flip through it, and you basically see the designs for the inner workings of the clock and the clicking and so forth. And you notice at the very beginning, as you can fold to it, it says at the bottom, it says, or at the top, it'll be titled Galion Clocktower, and then down at the bottom it says Interior by Spickle Industries. Tango, you and Simon kind of go down the stairs a little way. She doesn't stop you, doesn't follow. She's just completely obsessed with the clicking of the clock.
I think the hair in this compass might be Rosalind's, so I can do the right thing and I can give the compass back to that Lyra girl, or I can try to use it and maybe it'll take us to Rosalind ourselves.
I was thinking the second one. We have everything we need. She's not here. I didn't want to spend too much more time in that room. If she spit acid at me one more time, I was probably going to do something bad.
Well, I don't want to leave the group behind, but why don't you stay down here and guard our retreat, and I'll keep an eye in the room up there and give you a holler if we need you.
Okay,
But
yeah.
she is creepy. Like, good lord.
Yeah. Try not to take too long. It sounds like what we were looking for isn't here, and we have what we need to find what we are looking for.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. All right, I'll pop back upstairs.
Okay, Simon runs back up.
I am going to gather up these Clocktower plans and just sort of stuff them in a pocket. And then, does this chest exist?
There are various chests and boxes and so forth inside of this room. If you go and you look through them, you do find various tools and so forth, but nothing of the quality that was down below. Nothing that you would find worth keeping.
And there's nothing in the Clocktower plans that would make me think that this is some sort of malicious curse casting Clocktower or anything like that.
You can make an intelligence check. It is not an Arcana check in this case. Looking through it the best you can, you don't see. You see a surprising lack of magic in it. It seems to be pure mechanical.
Marcus, this thing scares me to death. Please try and hurry.
Yeah, no, this is one of the creepiest things I've ever been a part of, for sure. But yeah, I'm done here.
All right. Anybody else wish to do anything at the top of the clock tower here?
Yeah, leave.
Run!
I can't blame him.
Okay. I seem to be stuck. There we go. Now I can move Failer. You guys make your way back down the stairs. You see Tango sitting on the box, and you all can now kind of hear this fire, fire. The box shakes just a little bit.
It's coming back. Let's go. I'm gonna pick up the crate and get onto the lift, carrying it.
All right. You pick up the crate, carrying the skull, and you guys focus downwards with your mage hands. You push the lever upwards, and it descends down to the bottom floor.
I don't know if we bury this thing somewhere, put it somewhere I can't burn things.
Let's just set it in here and leave it with the fleshy hands and the skeleton guys.
He'll
I
burn them
mean,
all.
I'm sure they'll take care of it. Well, if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, but this place seems to be impervious to damage. Like when it was trying to burn stuff, it wasn't actually burning.
Is that true?
And besides, no offense to these people here, but if they get killed, they'll just come back. Not to be that guy.
There's got to be some way to disable this thing, right?
I think the way to disable it is to just leave it alone.
Hey, Stitch Fix, so can you track that one lady that we're looking for?
Yeah, I think so. It's gonna possibly after using it, I'll only be able to do anything at that level one more time. But I think this is worth it, and I'll go ahead and channel first level spell slot into it.
All right. Do you do it from within the tower or outside of it?
I was gonna do it outside because I don't know if that little girl can sense things or what.
All right. You guys step out of the tower. All right, Simon. You hold this compass in your hand, focus your magics into it, and you essentially provide it with enough magic for it to spin up for just a moment. And you see it slowly circle for just the briefest of moments, and then point steadily southeast.
Alrighty. I'll show them where it's pointing, and southeast would be towards 9, or is it going back towards the graves?
It's pointing directly towards that little upwards hill of that vineyard that you passed.
All right, guys, let's go back to that vineyard. Isn't this the place that Tango? Didn't you say they made wine?
Yeah.
Well, apparently, we passed the vineyard, and that's where we needed to go.
Okay.
Is the vineyard labeled on here or no?
It's what was the vineyard? You guys passed it a couple of times. You always
Mhm.
were downhill of it. It is number 9,
Okay.
but the compass is pointing directly to it. Whoever's hair is in it, their body is likely at 9.
Oh, that's a good point. Y'all, whoever, this might just be pointing to her physical remains. I don't, if she's, not physical anymore and is more floaty like that ghost boy, I don't know if it might not take us to the right remains of her, but whoever it is. But let's try it.
Only one way to find out.
I don't think we have much choice, yeah.
I'm still carrying the crate.
No, please put the crate down.
No, I don't trust it. It'll burn down the whole vineyard.
So yes, you could peek inside and you still see the skull there, and every so often a little flicker kind of happens. It's still a good ways from regenerating, but he's got a little bit of learning in there. He knows that flame skulls regenerate anyway, so maybe the combination of this place plus his normal regeneration, this one's going to regenerate just a wee bit faster.
I have now committed my entire life to fighting a flame skull over and over again.
Okay, maybe not your entire life, because hopefully if we can get rid of whatever is keeping this place up and about, that flame skull will just go to rest.
Hopefully. Let's get to
Tango,
it.
do you know anyone by the name of Sisyphus?
Sisyphus.
I think he was.
Dingo, just throw the skull into the river.
Okay. That could work.
Maybe that'll do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll just float it on down to the next town and start burning the other forests and towns. Oh, God.
I'm not worried about them. It's fine.
Maybe the ocean. Next time we sail back home.
Oh, that's right. We got to get back on a boat.
Anyway, let's just go to the vineyard.
Okay. You guys start making your way there. Are you going to be announcing yourselves as you move along? Or are you going to at least attempt to kind of go over without being noticed?
After that giant Goliath nearly took Tango out of existence, I'm gonna try to sneak.
Okay. Parsnip seems to be drinking on their way there. You guys let me know, because it determines whether or not there's a stealth check involved or not. In the where you're going, it's a fairly low DC. There's very minimal between you and there.
I think probably carefully, right?
Yeah, this whole place knows we're here pretty much anyways, but they don't know where we're at, so I think
Yeah, exactly.
we just need to sneak our way over.
Wow. Thank goodness for Parsnip.
Yeah, there's
That's sneaky.
Okay. The DC was 10. I got a little worried there. Collectively, you guys, you move over. Daeron, you, for some reason, you kick every stone, step on every loud twig. Luckily, Parsnip is there to make some little sound over to the side that kind of counters yours, makes it seem like it's nature, and he kind of makes up for you're very tired at this point. But you guys do successfully make your way toward the vineyard. You look up the hill at this place in front of you. The that sound of the violin is a little less here than it was in other places. Here and over at the tower, it is quieter. And you can look up and you can see rows and rows of these grapes, and they're there. They're not perfect. They're not well kept, but they're kept. They're not fully rotten. So it seems like someone has made an attempt, but they're not in any ways an expert at a vineyard. And you can look up and through a few trees and so forth, and you do make out the slightest little bit of movement in the moonlight. Off in the distance, there's, let me think, maybe a slight bit of etherealness flittering about. But you can also kind of just make out just the slightest sway back and forth of a figure, kind of standing halfway up this hill towards a building up at the top of it.
Oh,
You guys wish to approach?
yeah, I want to get a
Yeah.
better look.
You guys make your way up the hill a little bit, reaching the edge of this vineyard. And you see undead a little different than what you've seen before. You see someone that doesn't look quite as much like they are just a regular townsfolk. As you see this creature standing there holding a staff.
Is the compass pointing to the creature, or is it pointing elsewhere?
The compass is pointing directly. It is pointing directly to them, so they're either it or it's behind it.
Okay. And if I like shifted my way this way on the opposite side of Parsnip, does it still point directly to them, or does it still point kind of past them?
It's a little tough to tell with the angles and so forth.
Okay.
You think it might wiggle just the littlest bit?
I don't know
Be
if
careful,
that
everyone.
I don't know if that person's who we're looking for, but let's put our diplomatic faces on.
You move forward, and this undead that sits there, it turns in your direction. What business do you have here?
We're looking
we're
to
here.
speak with Roslind.
Yeah, we're here to talk to Miss Rosalind.
You don't have an appointment.
How can we get one?
Are you sure we don't have an appointment?
Is she
I
free
really
right
thought
now?
we did.
Did she do walk-ins?
Mistress is not free. No outsiders. None of your kind. You will bring her no harm.
We intend her no harm.
We're not outsiders. We've been here all along.
Okay, all right. I'll give you this one. Go ahead and roll a deception check with disadvantage.
Jesus
Holy crap.
Christ.
Whoa.
Okay. That's kind of impressive. Hold on. Let's go ahead and it's public. Let's see this because now I'm curious.
Son of a bitch.
That was good. That was really good. He looks towards you and he goes, "Lies, intruders, invaders. You do not seek refuge, you seek to destroy, to pillage. Come for our mistress, be gone! He takes his staff and kind of waves it in your direction, kind of motions for you guys to go the way you came.
Honestly, we're looking for answers. Do we really look like a threatening group? We've barely threatened anything else we've run into.
Oh, sight.
We're here to discuss Elias with the lady. Because I think he's doing something untoward to your town.
He protects Elijah. Therefore, I must protect Elijah.
Oh. Do you want to, though? Like, what is it that you want to do?
I want to expel all intruders. And he raises up his staff, and you see a dark energy start to build on it. Be gone.
Well, tits.
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Then you leave me no choice. You see this little ball of energy build up on his staff, and it looks like it's about to come towards you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Shit.
Interesting.
I've rolled 3 14s this whole game for initiative.
Let us play something. Nice. Look at you guys, you speedy guys. Arcus, you are just on the ball today. You see this dark creature raise its staff. You see its energy building up inside it, pointed straight towards Tango. You know he's about to attack. What do you wish to do?
Shit. Why do I always go first? I have nothing I can do.
I do have the alert feed if you want to swap initiatives.
Oh, how that works? Yes, please.
If
you want it, take it.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want it, take it.
Sure.
So that would be 22 and 20 then.
Yeah. You'll go right next.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Lovely.
Gives you more time to think.
I am just going to step forward. Going to take a defensive dodge action stance. And I'm just going to try and talk to this guy and say, you do have a choice. You don't have to attack us. We told you we're not here to cause harm. We only wish to speak with her. What Elijah's doing to this town is wreaking havoc on not only the area, but the denizens here as well. People are miserable, and we want to try and help.
All right. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, if you would, please.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. He looks at you and doesn't flinch. Energy still building. Are you taking the dodge action?
Yeah.
Anything else for Tango?
Yeah,
Arcus, you're up now. Not much of a difference, but you're up.
Not much at all. I'll just say, oh, this is a terrible idea. I'll just say, hey, you there, do you know where pirates get their hooks? Secondhand shops. As I cast Hideous Laughter.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, he's fine.
All right.
He's very much fine.
He seems to be completely stoic with what you say to him.
I'm gonna back up a bit. That's turn.
All righty then. Cyril's going to do something here. Oh, those aren't the right ones. Let's see if this causes a problem or not. He puts his hand out forward or the staff out forward, and you see this dark ball of energy fly forward, go in the middle of you all, and explode outward. Everybody except for Arcus, if you could please make a Constitution saving throw. I don't think this music's quite great. All right. Tango and Simon, you save. I think that is everyone. Did Daeron step away?
Yeah, he did.
All right, I can roll save for him. Okay. That makes things easy. All of you take 26 points of necrotic damage as this burst of deathly energy goes off amongst you all. Lingers for just a moment and fades away.
Did you say everyone?
Everyone except for Arcus takes 26. Unless you save, then you take half.
Okay, so 13.
He then moves up back over to here. So apologies. 13 for Simon and Tango. Everyone else takes 22, except for Arcus, who is outside of the blast radius. Where's my proper music? That's a little better. Phalar, you just got hit with a huge amount of necrotic energy. What do you wish to do?
Yeah, that hurt. I'm going to stumble up here next to Tango and cast Phantasmal Force on him. So DC 15 Intelligence.
Okay. Natural 20.
And I rolled max damage on that. Damn it.
Oh, dang.
Um,
Is it half damage?
No, it's well, that didn't work. I'm gonna gently touch myself and cry. I think that's it for my turn.
Okay. You go up and you feel magic flow out of you, but this creature is incredibly resistant to whatever you try to do. Anything else?
Let's, sure. Why not? So, Daeron, I'm going to give you bardic inspiration, and then I'm going to punch this guy.
You would strike me. You punch it. It chinks off of some type of armor that he's wearing. He's been wearing a breastplate.
I reset into my dance pose and prepare for battle in another time. I'll be right here.
All right. Daeron might still be away, I guess. Yeah, looks like he's still away. Daeron, you with us? He can take his turn when he comes back. Parsnip, you're up. Here you go. And Parsnip, you move over to the side and then you draw your short bow. You are muted, like it was suggested. Your arrow plinks off of a breastplate. Unfortunately,
That's it for me.
your second attack, it's loose and flies over and deflects off of it as well. All right, Parsnip, you moved over to the side. Simon, you're up.
Hmm. I guess we're fighting. All right, I'm gonna. Give me 1 second. So I'm just gonna move over here, and how loud does thaumaturgy? Actually, I don't know if it's thaumaturgy or if it's prestidigitation. Hold on. Oh, it's probably thaumaturgy. I don't think I have that. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna fire off a ray of frost. Does a 27 hit?
It does. It connects with it.
All right, 6 cold damage, and his speed is reduced by 10.
Okay, you connect. You see your frost wash over him. It does seem to connect. Daeron, before you scroll back, I rolled a Constitution saving throw for you. Do you want to use mine, or do you want to re-roll for yourself?
I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna scroll up. I'm just gonna say we'll take yours.
Okay. Unfortunately, you did not succeed.
No.
You took 26 points of necrotic damage, which I think is halved for you. So you took 13 points of necrotic damage. Your turn was just a second ago, so you can go ahead and take your turn now. I'm sorry, Simon. Did you have anything else you want to do?
No, that'll be it.
All right.
And Daeron, you have Bardic Inspiration too.
Is that before or after the saving throw?
After, unfortunately.
Okay, no, you're good. Okay. And sorry, DM, how much damage was it? Halved?
It was 13. The halved damage was 13.
Okay, thank you. All right. Yeah. Darren is going to... Oh. Wait, am I able to go through Tango like that?
I don't think it... you could go around him without really... It's fine. He can just kind of guide out of your way. It's pretty open there.
Okay. Yeah, he'll just start charging and say, "Excuse me, Baldoria." He's gonna go sidestep a little bit, and he's gonna try and hit this stinky skeleton. Come on. Oh yes!
There you go. You connect. Go ahead and roll your damage as usual, and we will add the crit.
All right. Do I click crit damage?
I would just do regular, and then whatever
Okay.
we roll max for everything else.
Okay. There's regular, and
That's practically max. Okay.
I'm. You know what? Let's do it anyway. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's cast Divine Smite. Oh.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Roll your d8s for it. Let's see.
Oh, that's so low. What?
That's okay though. Your regular attack did 30 points of radiant damage.
One more for it being undead.
Okay. Oh, you cast that at what, third level?
Yeah, third level. I only have third level slots now.
All right, go ahead and roll that last. There you go. All right. Ah, yes, the paladin crit. All right, so let's put this together. That's 30 radiant there, plus that's 51 radiant, plus an additional 40. You hit him for, I believe that's 91 radiant damage.
Yeah!
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why can't I paladin like that? Holy shit.
Well,
And
do
I
that every
gotta
time.
see if I can topple him.
Sure, we'll see if he stands.
Oh,
if he does.
wow.
But okay, hold on. So you run up right as Simon is firing a ray of frost bolts over your shoulder. You come up there and you get the perfect hits right on him, and he basically crumbles down, and he's down on one knee, and you don't really see much of a face, but he's clearly looking up at you. And as he's there and he looks incredibly weakened, you hear a voice ring out from behind him, echoing through this damaged structure. You hear, "Stop! No! Don't hurt him!" You've done one attack. What do you wish to do?
Oh man. Is he still alive?
He is on one knee, barely hanging on.
Oh, DM. I guess he would raise his shield up, get ready to hit one more time, but he just stops there. He just does. He just feels something tugging at his head, his heartstrings, I guess. He will just not not hit him again.
All right. And as the voice calls out from behind, you see this creature just every little bit of their defensive or aggressive stance seems to stop, and they just slump their shoulders, willing to accept whatever you do to them. Anything else for Daeron?
No, that's it.
Tango, you heard the cry go out as well. What do you wish to do?
Tango's gonna walk by these guys this way. Try and look for the source of that voice. Stepping around this defeated person. As I pass by him, I'll say, I told you it didn't have to be like that. And then I'll step in a little more and call out, Roslind!
You look into the room ahead of you, and you see at first glance, the thing you notice first, the roof of the second floor is almost completely gone, and some of the floor is broken of that second floor, so moonlight trickles in. And the first thing you notice is this woman. She's being cradled by a creature, and just entirely made of this inky black substance, almost like a black metal. And he's just holding on to her, and she's cradling up against him. And she slowly turns her head towards you, and she just looks absolutely saddened. And as she clutches onto the creature, she just, please don't hurt Cyril. He's trying to protect me. Please stop.
I'm just gonna drop down to one knee, place my sword on the ground, and say, we don't want to hurt you. It's nice to finally meet you, and Sir Reddick. We just wish to talk.
The creature that's holding her kind of slowly turns towards her, or turns towards you, and as he does, he's still a little on the defensive, and you see an orb appear in his hand, black and green, swirling energy, and the woman, she reaches up and puts her hand on his shoulder, and she goes, no more, no. And he clenches his fist and it snuffs out the orb. Arcus, you kind of get the gist of what's going on. You heard the woman's kind of calling out. You see Tango walk into the room. Do you wish to do anything?
I think I'll just walk up as far as I can. And yeah, that's about it. I guess I could dash, might as well. I think I can get to there.
All right. The priest just stands there or sits on their knee, fairly motionless. Does anybody wish to do anything to continue with the combat at the moment?
No.
No.
In that case,
Nope.
Good.
we will come out of combat. With Mr. Daeron and his I crit one of the two really hard bosses for 90 points of damage.
Woo! I just one-shotted it. It's cool, guys. Whatever.
No,
Why don't you
you guys
Why don't you
put
just
in
do
a
that
lot of
every
work.
time?
Yeah, we're making you go first from now on.
Yeah.
I've only gotten this 2 crits this whole campaign, though, so.
That was a pretty awesome one.
It was a good time for it because yeah, he was not an easy one. You guys look around in this vineyard, this winery. Inside of it, you see little ghosts flittering about that seem a little bit under concern as they flitter in and out between the walls. And Cyril just remains. He gets up ever so slightly, stretches his back, and just steps into the corner out of the way. You get the body language from him that he's just utterly defeated, unable to guard the one person that he's charged with guarding. The woman, she doesn't step foot down. She's entirely carried by this creature. A creature that you can almost sense an aura of undead power from. And she looks up at you all again with these saddened eyes. Why are you here? Why are you hurting my family?
We're not trying to hurt your family. We were sent by the denizens of Hagstooth because they can't travel through here or to here without being attacked and assaulted. I walked in and I had rocks thrown at me. Because your family's so mean.
Outsiders are when you guys start walking in, the creature carrying her, he takes a step back reflexively, and again you see an orb appear in his hand. Arcus, I'll just say this: you recognize he's holding a hellfire orb in his hand. It's immediately intimidating. But again, she kind of squeezes his shoulder and he closes it, but he still steps back, keeping a bit of a distance. And she looks, outsiders, you're killers, you're thieves. That's what you all are, yes.
That's a bit reductive and also prejudiced.
He means no. Some
Like,
people,
no disrespect, but like, sure, okay, outsiders are that, but undead are also evil. See, I can play that game too. So why don't you tell us what this really is about?
Why would you say something like that about my family? They're not
Why would you say that we're murderers and thieves?
Said everyone is. Everyone from outside. We can't trust anyone from outside. That you'll hurt our families and you'll kill us, and we have to stay protected.
who said that?
Elisha.
Yeah, Elisha's not a good person. He attacked us on sight. And I think his music is doing something bad to your family. It's kind of like it's ramping up the negative emotions here.
She looks very confused as you're speaking to her.
Pulse,
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take out my songhorn and try to play a upbeat tune? See if I can counteract any of the overarching power
Yeah,
of
absolutely.
Elijah.
You can make a performance check with it.
Okay.
And anybody who's kind of observing her, feel free to make an insight check. It's not a high
I rolled a 1 and a 2 because I get advantage. That's amazing.
Insight.
You pull out your songhorn and you kind of trip at it, and you swear you just did some type of a squeaky horn that goes for a second, like Simon, being the closest one to her and looking at her, the way she's responding to how you're speaking, you get this is a grown woman, someone in her 20s, yet her responses seem very childish. It's very childish, very immature.
Well, she looks like an elf, and you said like
she looks. She's a human, roughly 23 to 25 years of age, white hair.
Oh, Sorry, I thought I saw like pointy ears, and I thought, oh well, no wonder she's an elf in her 20s.
No, she does appear to be human, but she's reacting as if she's a little bit immature, so to speak.
I hate to tell you this, but your friend Elijah, he's doing something weird here. When we met him, there were things coming like tendrils or threads, and I'm thinking maybe of energy or magic or something, and they were like feeding into him as he was playing his music. We've heard his music kind of underlined throughout the whole town, and the places where it was loudest seemed to be. Have you ever gotten like a feeling that something's wrong, like something's just not right? That's kind of what that music does. Something's wrong with it, and I think it might be impacting your family. I mean, you know these people better than we would. Do you think they would throw rocks and stones at someone who comes up just to talk to them?
No, no, but he said that we shouldn't trust anyone, that if someone comes from outside, that they could be here to hurt us. I didn't want him to feel hurt again. I extended my protection to him. I didn't want him to feel hurt anymore.
And that's understandable. You don't want your friends and family to be hurt, but you have to think about it this way. We came here at the request of a neighboring town because they were being attacked. And these people that were being attacked are not bandits. They're not murderers. They're not thieves. They're your neighborly townsfolk over in Hogsbottom. And, oop, wrong one, Hogstooth. And, it's. If you attack people on sight into them, then you are no better than the murderers and thieves. I understand that something probably happened to him to make him wary of people, make him assume everyone was murderers and thieves. I get it. There are bad people in this world, but there's also good people. I mean, our friend Daeron told you, we stayed our hand when we did not have to. And to be fair, no offense, Cyril, but he was the one that attacked us first.
He just wanted to protect me.
And that's fine, but if you attack someone first without... I mean, we weren't going to attack, so then we had to defend ourselves. And if you hadn't known what was happening, and we landed the final blow, you would have made us... His actions would have made us into murderers and thieves.
And she looks ever so slightly confused just when you're speaking to her. I didn't want him to hurt anymore. I felt responsible for him.
You're only responsible for yourself and for your sisters. I understand the want and need and desire to protect those that you love. I truly do. I mean, look at my friends. We all protect each other. But at the end of the day...
She looks around at everyone, and you see her kind of look to Tango and his sword. She looks at Daeron and kind of his shield, and oh yeah, you're like heroes. Is like my father.
I'd like to think so, yeah. Your father's probably a lot more impressive than we are, though. We're just getting started. But we have met a dragon, and We fought off a whole horde of pirates, you know, and we also saved a little boy or saved someone's son from being a werewolf. I
We have
I
good
understand.
intentions.
Yeah, I understand the need and desire to protect people. You're just following in your family's footsteps. But at some point, you're gonna cross a line if you're not careful. And Elijah's actions are not your responsibility. If his actions are causing you harm, and you can,
No, you're wrong. It is my responsibility. It was my power. My power that did that to him.
well, if it's your power that did that to him, then you have the power to stop it.
I don't understand what happened. I, I, I felt him die, and and then and then it's like it was just on. I wasn't trying to stop it, and he died, and then he came back, and he came back just different and strange, but he said he was in pain, and that people did that to him, and he didn't
If,
want to feel it anymore.
well, Miss Rosalind, I don't know how to have this conversation with you because you've experienced so much more of life and the after effects when people pass than I have. Now, I'm only in my 30s, but I maybe 20s. I don't know how old I am. Anyways, I understand that you've shouldered a lot. We see it through this town. Everyone loves you. But if he's hurting and your powers are keeping him here, maybe keeping him here is causing him more pain, and that pain is bleeding out to your family.
He's beyond my powers now. I I don't keep him. I don't keep anyone. They just come back.
Can you tell us exactly what happened?
If you're up to it, I know it might be rough.
She kind of looks at all of you. I was just here with my family, and then I felt it at the edge of where I reach. I felt his life leave, and before I could stop it. My 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 abilities. They seem to have brought him back, but brought him back a little bit different. He didn't seem to remember all of himself. I think he was just he was not like like Cyril, not like Giselle. And she kind of points to one of the ghosts that's wandering about. Not like Reddick. It was like he was reborn, and my connection to him didn't feel it like I did the others. But he talked to me, and he talked to me a lot, and he told me that his parents were killed, and he was hurt, and he crawled here to find help, and so I helped him, and we collected his parents, and we brought them in, and I brought them back like everyone else, and I just wanted to help him, and then he told me that there were bandits, and there were murderers, and that they would come into the town and they would kill everyone just like my parents were killed.
Your parents nobly. That doesn't lessen the blow and then die. What happened to Elijah sounds awful. Not an excuse to attack people who are coming through. I hate to ask you this because I don't. Did your parents attack people when they just arrived? It doesn't seem like this is that kind of town.
I,
It,
I, 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 I've seen, I've seen a change. Everyone seems so sad and angry all the time now. I,
it's
I don't
probably
like it.
it's probably because of Elijah.
At this point, go ahead and you can make a persuasion check.
I know I've been doing a lot of the talking, but people have chimed in. Can I get some kind of assistance?
Nope, they get to make their own rolls.
I mean, if I can give you bardic inspiration right now, I'd be happy to.
You've kind of entered into a skill check zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all of us then.
Well, my persuasion check's at 11.
Okay.
Is that with?
Yeah.
Am I able to get the inspiration from Phalar?
Sure. Phalar, you hear this behind you as they're trying to play their song horn. You know, ooh, that wasn't quite their best note, but it still inspired you on.
Is that a D8 that I gotta add to it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll
18.
consider it an
Same
18. So Simon, you said some things to her. She's kind of looking around. Similar to combat, you know, we aren't all experts at swinging swords. Well, at least not all of us are. So I wouldn't expect somebody to be able to swing their sword for D&D. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but if anybody is wanting to kind of chime in and persuade Rosalind to the things that Simon is talking about, you're welcome to roll. You're welcome to say it if you'd like to as well.
Tango's got some stuff to say, but I'll wait to see if there's anybody else who wants to step forward as well.
Rosalind, you said you've extended your protection over Elijah. Is that currently you're protecting him?
Yes, and she arches her back a little bit to put a little bit of a gap between her and the creature that's holding her, and you see one of those tendrils kind of going from her to it. That looks very similar to what he's got surrounding him.
Oh. Where did you get these powers from?
Well, mom and dad think I was born with them. It just it's for almost as long as I can remember. I just can.
That sounds like something like me. And outside of this normal space, I can people, mentally in my head, and they can hear me. Just something that I can do.
I can't do that. Mommy and Daddy, they said that that it's because they think I was. They said that they were touched by death. It was always kind of scary how they said that, but they think that might have been why they were going to they were going to take me to the big city for them to check on me, and they never got the chance.
Or to hear that. Seems like you're able to do. Seems like you're able to kind of use it as your. You've kind of mastered it a little bit.
Uh, as long as I stay home, uh, or at least in this town, I can feel it. It's grown. It's grown over the years. So yes, I feel all my family in the town now.
Have you
Marcus,
left
did
this
you have
town?
any other questions?
Have you ever left the town?
I've not gone far. Uh, I don't feel that connection to my family here. If I go too far.
Do you want to go to a big city and have your powers checked?
I
My friends here
I don't know.
are
No,
from big
no,
cities.
I I I think I'd like to stay, and I don't want to leave. I, I I feel safe here, and she kind of clenches on to her ride a little tighter.
Maybe we can talk to Madam Maven. He's kind of like the head woman of the town over. Maybe she can come and help out a little bit.
I don't know who that is.
And she doesn't know who you are, but you'll know her when you meet her. That's kind of how meeting people works.
Uh,
Every
I don't
best
know.
friend is somebody you didn't know.
Yeah, a friend is just someone you haven't met yet, right?
Uh, um, uh, she seems a little confused by that. Darren,
It came
you
out
rolled.
weird, but I think you get what I mean.
Darren, you rolled a persuasion check previously. Did you want to add anything, say anything, or do you just want to stand on your persuasion check?
Yeah, no, it was what he said in the beginning that we showed mercy to the ghoul before, right? It's like we're not that bad. It was just that persuasion. Oh, but actually, yeah, I would like to say, just say, just because, I guess, question for you, DM, these tendrils that are just kind of going between each other, do they kind of seem like they were the ones reaching out to the violinist?
Yes. What she has, she just seems to have a little connection to the creature that's holding her right now, and you could see that it was the exact same type of tendril that he seemed to have an unlimited number of.
Okay, and she did say she was protecting him. Is that right?
Correct. She gave him her protection.
All right. In that case, Darren will ask. He'll say, he'll say, I know that it might be kind of hard to understand, but he has been hurting a lot of people. Would you remove your magic from him so that we can talk to him and persuade him to not attack anyone else? He won't hear us as long as he's protected by your magic.
Okay. We'll stand on your previous persuasion check with that. She looks towards you and she seems to contemplate. But she also clings on to Reddick a little bit stronger as she hears your words. So I'll say we have 2 passes for the check so far. Arcus, for instance, in the conversation you're having with her, if there's a skill that you think would be appropriate to use, maybe to work her in a certain direction or so forth, or if anybody else has one. It doesn't just have to be persuasion; it just has to pertain to what the conversation is leading to.
Sorry, DM. I was gonna say, um, it really does suck because you said he passed already, but him saying this, it would not be a persuasion check. He is intending to, unfortunately, have to kill the violinist, not really talk to him. So I don't know if you want that to be a deception check or if you're keeping the persuasion check.
Persuasion would be fine for this.
Okay.
Arcus, you attempt to persuade her. Anything you're looking to add to that? What was it? In what way were you trying to persuade her? Again, you don't have to
I
necessarily
mean,
think about it.
yeah, I was hesitant to roll anything, to be honest, because I'm mostly just fishing for information, not really trying to persuade her to do anything. But if I am, I would just be trying to persuade her to drop her protection on Elijah.
What information are you fishing for?
Just sort of like how this works. If she wants, like, her parents told her that they were going to take her and get her checked out. Like, does she want to be checked out? Like, can we take her somewhere? Could we bring someone here? Is mostly what I'm trying to determine.
Okay, yeah. And what she conveys is that she doesn't know how her powers work. She just knows that they do. They've been something that she's had since she was a little girl. They've grown stronger over time. No problem,
Is,
Dan.
is is she interested in learning more about her own power, or is she just content to let it develop?
She seems slightly interested, but that doesn't seem to pique her interest by much. She'll let you know that Alara and Reddick were her caregivers for the longest time, a childhood friend and her father's squire, essentially. And over time, more people from the town just sort of rose up as her abilities seemed to touch them.
And sorry if you covered this already. Is she alive?
As far as you can tell, she is alive. 100% alive. No one dead with her. Arcus, I will let you make a Arcana check with advantage from the information you've gathered so far throughout the town and so forth. Well, okay then. Okay, I guess my DC 25 should be higher for you guys. Okay. In the last session, I don't think you were here for it, but you guys did find out about her journal, and from her parents, her mother's journal. In her mother's journal, she mentioned the fact that her parents both had died and come back. Arcus was the one that rolled incredibly high and was familiar with a ritual that allows somebody to essentially cheat death. They can, when they die, they themselves could compete with death to be reborn. And both of her parents had gone through that. I think that might have affected her in some way. The sheer power that she seems to be exerting here is like nothing you've ever heard of before. Typically, spellcasters, if you were to assume that their power, think of it like a cup, right? And it gets a little bit wider, but then starts to get a little bit deeper and so forth. So, you think of your spell slots, you get 4, then 3 and 2 and 1 as it kind of goes up, but it deepens a little bit. What you're getting from her is that her power isn't anything like that, that it is vastly wide, but not quite as deep. From talking to her, she doesn't seem to know how to cast magic, use spells in any way, but this pool of power just dwarfs anything that you could have imagined before. The necromancer in the Mad Mage's dungeon couldn't do what she's doing. The Zolkir of Thay, the necromancer there, they couldn't do what she's doing. Something is special about her. And you recognize, after thinking about it for a time, a font of magic. She is essentially a font of necromancy, where it's almost like a purest form of a magic that sits inside of a living creature, incredibly rare. So it's just, she is innately infused with this form of magic.
Do I get the sense at all that this would be dangerous to her? Like, as she, gets older and her power uncontrolled and understood, like, is it dangerous at all to her?
Spellfire.
Might say that again, Parsnip?
Like Spellfire, except necrotic.
It's unlikely that it's going to be a danger specifically to her. She's indicated that she's kind of bound to her home here, so that's limiting her to some degree. If she were to ever turn to the dark side, so to speak, you get that she would be a incredibly powerful force to deal with.
Oh, enter Elijah and his shitty music. Okay, I'm starting to piece this together.
As you talk to her about Elisha just a little more, and you guys have mentioned it, eventually she adds a little more. After he was reborn, and we brought his parents back, he was so angry, so sad, and I was walking away from him at one point, and then I heard his music for the first time, and I turned, and he was holding that red violin. I don't know where he got it from, but it just was there, and when he played it, it felt a little strange, and so he's been staying far from me, and I didn't like getting close to him as he played.
Yeah, it's we've all experienced that.
But when he would play the music, I could feel it all throughout me, not just in my head and my ears, but my whole body. Marcus, with your high Arcana check, you get the violin probably has some sort of necromantic properties, something that's essentially resonating with her. Right, so Arcus has had some rolls here. Simon has. Daeron's had. Does anybody else wish to make any kind of a skill check roll to see about potentially persuading her, or doing something that would motivate her? Okay, Phalar. Any particular words as you let a little with your songhorn that didn't quite work, but perhaps your words were a little more eloquent. Just generally speaking, or specifically, what would you kind of be indicating towards her?
Well, I'd put my songhorn away because clearly it's not working for me, and just try to send out as much positive energy as I can, even though it's not magical, but to get her to realize that we're on the same team here.
As you all spend some time and kind of do your best to explain the situation, you can see cracks starting to form in the wall that she's put up to your resistance. It takes a little bit of time. It takes some convincing, but she hears what you say. She agrees that the town is different. She agrees that something is going on, that she's felt saddened, that she's felt angry since Elijah has started playing his music. She doesn't want her family and her friends, which clearly she's referring to the undead, to be angry, to be sad anymore. And she looks towards you all and says, I understand. He's a problem for my friends, for my family. I'll I will stop my protection of him. And when she says that, you suddenly see around her just a sudden array of these little green wisps that appear as the shield that had been around Elijah seems to have formed around her as she's kind of taken the power back onto herself. No, Tango, by all means, if you want to speak up while she's doing this, I would love to hear it.
I don't know. It feels like we're already succeeding.
Yeah, but would you speak up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
No, yeah, you're right. I would. Especially with Phalar channel positive energy. I just kind of start pacing a little bit over this way and translate. Understand, we've all felt pain. We've all felt tragedy, suffering, and things hurt. But we can't live in that pain. We can't let it consume us. It's important to feel it in the moment and process it. Don't let it consume you. We have to remember the good times we've had. Like when Reddick used to spar with your father, when your parents stood against the chaos demons, the good that they tried to spread in the world, to stand up against beings of evil and chaos and pain. The same sort of evil and pain that Elijah is spreading through this town right now. We've all felt it just being here. Hearing his music has reminded me of hard times in my life, and it's made me lash out and make poor decisions. And thankfully, with my friends here, I'm going to gesture to Parsnip. He reminded me that we can accomplish great deeds simply through our words, not just our swords and our actions. That it takes strength to be able to talk to somebody and show them that what they're doing is wrong, and try and convince them that we can find a better light. And I think that's what we need to do with Elijah. He's living in pain. He's spreading that pain throughout the entire town. Everybody's kind of hurt and miserable because he can't seem to let go of it. And we just need to remind him that there is still good in the world. And we can't do that without your help.
She nods as you say this. What again? Go ahead and roll a skill check with advantage if you're looking to persuade. You can use persuasion.
I don't know if I was hoping my amazing speech would do my actual persuasion score here because I'm exhausted and have a -3.
That's okay. The speech lowers the DC.
Okay.
Aren't you able to add your second wind to it?
If I fail a skill check, yeah.
Well, let's see what the dice say. Just out of curiosity. It's well spoken.
You got this. You got this.
Okay. Go ahead and add your second wind.
How does this work? I add a D10.
Excellent. All right. So the way I was working this to convince Roslind was a DC 15 for a skill check. If you guys engaged in a role play situation, came up with a good reasoning, whatever the case may be, it would bring the DC down to a 12. So with a 13, one more success. Well job. Well done, Tango. So she'll give it just a little extra piece of information with that. So she nods her head towards Tango. Yeah, I see, and we can't have this anymore. I don't want the world. And as she's talking, she's fidgeting and kind of rubbing on her Reddick's shoulders and so forth. And she just seems kind of uncomfortable. She pulls back that kind of protection to herself. She takes it on again. She goes, okay. He doesn't have my protection anymore, but I can't. I don't have control of his parents. I don't sense them. So there's still something that would have to be dealt with. And his music is very strong. I can't stop my friends and family from being angry right now. So you're gonna want to be careful with them. They might still be mad at you. But you guys do what you need to do, and I'll stop this for now. And when she says that, Tango, this whole time you've got this box probably being held behind your back, as everyone's like fire, and it goes quiet when she does that. So they shouldn't come back, at least not for some time. I'll stop that. But I want my family back, so please don't take too long. But
I do have one quick question for you. I'm sorry to put this on. When you said that you don't sense his parents, you had mentioned earlier that you helped bring them back. But you're saying right now they're being resurrected outside of your abilities?
they're not connected to me anymore. They were at first, like the rest of my family, but then when he started playing the music, I didn't feel them anymore.
I wonder if he's got. Interesting. Thank you so much for that.
She looks around at you all. She goes, "You're all very hurt and tired. I can see it. It's late. If you'd like, you can stay here and rest tonight."
Yes, please.
Miss
Well,
Rosalind, you are a very, very special girl.
you're amazing. I would greatly appreciate that.
She just seems to be a little shy. Doesn't really respond, but she kind of clutches on to her little chariot, and the two of them just kind of walk off over to the side, and they just kind of remain there, looking in your direction. She appears a bit tired, but she just drapes herself on it.
Miss Rosalind, before you run, are you okay if we just find a space in here to? Is there a space you want us to stay out of? Are you okay with us just kind of leaning up against a wall or something?
Oh, you can stay wherever you want. It's okay. I don't. You can sit wherever.
Okay, thank you. Simon's gonna go up to Tango, and he's just gonna be like, "I don't want us to sleep. I'm terrified of this."
Same. We're almost there. One more night.
We are.
Arcus immediately just slumps against a wall, pulls out his spell book, and he's trying to go through it, but he's half falling asleep at the same time.
Where did Parsnip go?
That's a good question.
Oh no, Parsnip!
Somehow he's run off the map.
He disintegrated.
Yeah, Daeron will just slump over too after we find Parsnip. And he will beg the Watcher for a long rest.
Let's put Parsnip back on the board there. Yes. You guys are safe at the Vane family vineyard and are welcome to take a long rest for the night.
Yes.
Pretty late.
I can't take it back to him.
Can I look around for like the old wine bottle? Just
Sure. You look around. This place has been damaged. There are old vats that you hop up and you look down inside of it, and they're stained red. But what's inside them, what little bit remains, it's certainly anything from wine. There's nothing really here that indicates, a wine vineyard, so to speak. Not a very good working one. However, you do find places set up with little grapes to eat. There's other little random bits of food that you find sitting about. A little bit of bread, some kind of meat that might be a little bit difficult to identify. It's clear that something probably is providing for Roslind here.
eat her food. I got my own rations and stuff.
And Daeron, Simon, and Arcus, would you all like heroic inspiration?
Yes, please.
Yes, of
Well then,
course.
have I got a song for you? So it's one of my abilities. So you three can have it.
You're the bee's knees.
As you guys rest through the night, you do have some little ethereal ghosts that kind of wander about and occasionally just kind of fly through a wall and look at you and go about their business. They don't mess with you, but it certainly makes the evening a bit eerie.
We had a hero's feast. Is that still around?
That will end after tonight.
Where did we get the other max hit point increase? Daeron cast 8.
Daeron,
Right.
There's an aid.
yeah,
I think.
Daeron.
So
Yeah.
that would fade as well, I assume.
Yeah, that's gone.
Okay. By 10 HP. Oof.
Is there anything you guys would like to do throughout the evening? Anything you guys want to discuss amongst yourselves or do prepare? Speak with anybody?
Kind of like how Arcus said, I really think Daeron would be very tired right now. So I don't believe he'd have the energy to. They've been fighting all night, pretty much.
Yeah, you guys had a full day of venturing. The long rest comes. You guys all just fall asleep. Watches don't really matter. Those of you that try to keep watch might end up falling asleep through it anyways. No harm comes to you. Nothing bothers you throughout the night. You toss and turn and wake up. You might have a ghost kind of staring at you. But other than that, the night passes without event. Daeron summons his little celestial owl. All right. Morning comes. You guys are rested. You wake up probably a little stiff from sleeping on a hard floor. What do you wish to do in the morning? Still dark out.
Well, I think we can all make our way to the violinist then. Is that right?
Let's get this over with.
So now there is something that I would like to see if I could do, DM, if you would allow it to.
All right.
So, I think Daeron would like to maybe burn some incense, maybe try and get the party involved as well, like burn some incense. He would recite some prayers to the Watcher and all of that stuff. Basically, what I would like to do is I would like to cast Aid on everyone, followed by a short rest. If I just want to see if that it's available, if you would allow that to happen. If not, that is fine too. Regardless, I will use some of the incense that I bought before coming here, because Daeron is getting ready for this fight.
I don't mind if you want to do, as long as it's not like trying to do a short rest every hour. Then that's
No.
Yeah. But if in the morning you want to get up before everybody else and immediately do that, and then you're resting for your morning meal and so forth, that's fine.
Okay. So then we should all get plus 10 hit points to our maximum for 8 hours, just for this fight.
Oh Jesus! Try to put in my temp HP because it's just for this fight. And like, put a 1 and a 0 and it put.
Did you get barbarian hit points?
I wasn't paying attention. How much was that?
10.
10.
It just needs to pray to the Watcher, apparently. Hey, y'all. Maybe something she said to me, or well, to us, makes me wonder. I wonder if we can get rid of just the red violin. Maybe he can stay with her to work out his emotions, and he'll lose his power.
I thought the
So I
same
understand that.
when we first
Yeah,
went
but
in there.
yeah, but also I sometimes
I can try
it's
something.
best for someone to go no contact. I don't know that he's a positive influence on this place.
I can try something, but I doubt it'll work.
Same.
Have faith in yourself.
But even if it doesn't, it might give us an answer.
Well, you know what? If it doesn't, you still tried, and that's all that matters.
You're a good friend, Ditch Fix.
Fucking call
So-
me Simon.
DM, a question I have for you is, I want to see how Daeron would kind of feel about this guy, the guy that plays the violin. So I'm reading here in your world that Zafkiel is all about justice, and he believes in the strongest punishment for evil. Would Daeron kind of get the feeling that this guy is evil and because of all he's done, or is it more like he's been influenced by the violin? Is there some check I can make?
A couple of things. As far as the Watcher is concerned, just a reminder, you did have a conversation with a former deity who gave you some insight into the Watcher, who was incredibly strict and was a ends by the means believer for the longest time. And that's where the dogma kind of sits, is that's what people tend to believe. But the truth is that he learned a lesson, essentially, and is less focused on pure punishment and pure ends justify the means at this time. You know that your patron is essentially a shield, a bulwark, so to speak. So there's that as well. As far as the violin is concerned, whether it's corrupted him or so forth, no checks needed for this as an adventurer. You would be aware that there are sentient items out there. And so if this is sentient, then in theory it could. But Roslind was telling you the previous night that, and you might not have heard this part of the conversation, she was saying that she spoke with him and he was incredibly angry, incredibly sad. And she walked away from him as he was having those emotions, and that's when the violin was suddenly there a second later.
Interesting.
So-
Okay.
So yeah, think on that as you would. All right. You guys get up, you have your rations and your meals and so forth. Possibly some of Parsnip's good berries from the day before to fill you up so that you're not hungry. Before breakfast, Daeron performs a little celestial magic on you all, giving you a little extra vigor in the form of additional hit points. And then, in what is likely the morning, although it's still dark and you see the moon, you all head out. What do you wish to do?
Temp HP and HP max are two different things, right?
Right.
They are. You can heal max HP increases. Temp HP just kind of goes away. But because of using the electronic sheets, it's usually easiest just to put that increase in temp HP. But that is one of those times where it could stack. If you had 5 temp HP and an increase of 5, you would give it plus 10 over your normal.
Okay. So if I cast False Life on myself, I would get that as well as the aid.
Correct.
Got it. Doing that.
We're going DM.
You guys let me know how you would like to traverse the area. You have a pretty good understanding of the lay of the land. You could go the absolute most direct route there, which will take you very close to that central part of town. That's the large area with the highest concentration of enemies. You can loop around the back of the mayor's mansion. You can loop all the way around the clock tower and get over there. Either way, it's not that it's that far. You just let me know how you'd like to get over there.
I still think we should try to be as quiet and sneaky as possible because she told us last night I'm going to be mad. Where
You're breaking up, Simon.
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
A little better now, yeah.
1 second. Really weird. Okay. Yeah. I think it's best if we try to be as sneaky and less, try not to draw attention to ourselves because she said last night that, you know, the her family that's still near the sources of the music still affected.
We should go around then.
I agree. Try and save resources and just take care of the problem head on.
All right.
Yeah, that works.
It's a low DC. But if you guys are going to attempt to head over that direction with avoiding the majority of the undead, by all means, you can make a stealth checks. And like before, if you'd like, you can use your intelligence instead of your dexterity for the stealth check.
There is something I would like to do, DM.
Yeah.
As we get ready to go. But I wanted to ask you about it first, of course. So I wanted to cast the spell called Divine Favor. It's I always cast it. It's a level 1 spell that it lets me add 1d4 radiant damage in all my weapon attacks. So I would like to cast it, but I wanted to see if I could do it in a circle, like circle casting, to make it last longer.
Are you talking about the new thing that's instead of the books, the circle casting?
Right.
No, I'm not going to incorporate that probably into the game.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for it to come out officially, and then we'll see.
It is out officially.
I thought it was. Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but it directly. But everything I've read makes it seem like it wasn't properly thought through. That there's a lot of ways that it can break things.
100%. It's something else for sure.
Yeah, so I saw a fun little video where they're like, "Hey, yeah, you can circle cast a delayed blast fireball and do 40,000 damage, stuff like that." So let me look into it before we try to incorporate it. But let's see how you guys are doing. Poor Daeron. Luckily, the DC's only 10 this time, so
Nice.
once again, Daeron, you've got probably Parsnip doing their best to like, no, don't step there, don't over here, and get in between you and the undead horde, so that you make your way quietly as you guys kind of take a little an ever so slightly longer approach, but you guys avoid the undead hordes approaching the graveyard, I assume.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go get them.
Let's change this up. As you approach the graveyard, again, there's the ever-present gravedigger out there who is just kind of walking back and forth, muttering to themselves. And that sound of the violin gets a little stronger and a little stronger as you get closer to it.
We're ready this time, Bob.
To kill a little shit.
You make too much noise.
He just like looks at his shovel, kind of confused. As you guys approach, there are no banshees. There's nothing flittering about. You've taken care of them before. I'll go ahead. I assume you guys will just go on forward and head towards the tomb that was in the back.
Are
Yeah, that's
those
the
old
plan.
ladies? Yeah, are those old ladies still floating around?
No, they were dissipated from the last time. However, as you guys enter into the crypt, oops, I'm trying to move you guys. Mega huge map. Parsnip's a slippery one. With the violin music playing in the background, it playing on your fears, your insecurities, your anger. It's still affecting creatures. Firth out there definitely seemed angry at something. Luckily, it's the kid. As you enter into this mausoleum, this tomb, one of these shadowy creatures that had been here previously looks towards you all, and its eyes flash with this yellow glow, and it appears angry, much more so than it was before. And it leans forward and starts charging towards you as soon as you get into its little section. Go ahead and roll initiative again.
Is it still at advantage?
Yep.
As long as Daeron stays attuned to it, you are.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
We're in the range.
I have to make bosses immune to crits from Daeron from now on.
Hey, we have
No,
this song in our
please.
world. I love it.
I'm begging you, DM. It's a 5% chance.
So one of these days, someone's going to have to be immune to crits.
Let's be serious though. Like, Parsnip is the one you really need to worry about.
Oh yeah, especially if we're fighting a spider.
Absolutely. All right. You guys go in. Wow, Simon and Parsnip. You come in and you creak open the door. And this creature, which seemed to be a little more docile before, starts charging towards you. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna fire off a frost.
Let it
We got-
fly.
You're not who we're here for.
27 doesn't even come close to missing.
Let's say, wait a minute. 4 damage, and it's needs reduced by 10.
All right. You hit it, and it crackles with ice over it. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would hope for.
Okay, and I'm
But
gonna
it does
step
do
behind.
some.
Okay, and I'm gonna step behind Tango.
All right. Parsnip.
Oh well.
Oh no, Parsnip.
This is
From one extreme to the
unbelievable.
other.
I've never seen anything like this, Parsnip.
You summon forth that glowy wisp of energy, and it flies forward, crackles into the wall. Anything else for Parsnip?
No, that's it.
All right, Phalar, you're up.
Arsnip, what does your starry wisp look like?
What does it look like? It looks like a butterfly.
I'm gonna try to turn my starry wisp into a butterfly so it looks like it's coming from Parsnip and use starry wisp.
Okay.
I quit.
Oh, it's an 8. No.
And that one,
That's what you get for trying to imitate me.
it did not look like a butterfly. That's all I'm gonna say.
The sickest form of a little attempt at a butterfly, like a kid's drawing, where they had their eyes closed, goes out and flutters over towards this wraith and just fizzles before it reaches it. Anything else for Phalar?
How tall is the ceiling in here?
They're all about 8 feet tall.
Damn it. Okay, then no, I'll just do some movement and that'll be it for me.
Okay. Arcus, what do you wish to do?
I'm actually going to swap initiative with Tango.
Okay. All right, Tango.
Look, bud, you're just getting in the way. I'm gonna hit you a couple times, but you should probably just stand down.
That will connect.
Bring my sword back around for a second strike.
All right, you connect with him 2 times very well. You clearly right in it. You do feel not quite as much perch to your blade as you would hope for, as it kind of just washes through it. So it's taking damage, but not quite as much as you would hope for.
Okay. Just gonna kind of throw my hands up, shrug my shoulders. Yeah, let us go. We'll make you not so angry. And EOT.
He considers your words for a moment, but still seems just a little too angry. Daeron.
Okay, Daeron is going to attempt to aura farm a little bit. Just going to walk over here just slowly. Trying to hit this guy with his shield. No! Maybe there's no aura farm, actually.
The tight space, and you swing your shield, like clangs against the wall.
Man, you think this was the boss? All right, let's go for one more hit. There we go.
Okay, you bring it down. You miss the wall and you hit it.
And you said all of these are immune to topple, is that right?
Let us double check. It is immune to the prone condition.
Okay.
All right. So
that's it.
Did you have your D4 already cast or not?
No.
Okay. Sorry to be hosey on the circle stuff. I want to research it more.
Yep, that's turn.
Okay. You hit it. She reels back a little bit, stretches forward, and puts a hand out towards Tango and towards Daeron. It will. It only gets one attack. I thought it was 2 of them. Daeron, you hit it more, so it's not going to like you, and it's going to attempt to suck the life out of you. With an AC of 15, it's going reaches forward and it just you feel a little bit of celestial energy travel through your armor, and it just reflects its arm off of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is a single attack creature. Huh. Arcus, it's finally your turn.
I will firebolt.
That connects.
Ooh.
You send off a strong bolt of fire towards it, and just through it. Seems to kind of pass through it somewhat, and just little vapors trail off. You definitely damage it, but not as much as you would hope.
To here. That'll be me.
Back up to the top up here. Parsnip, you were ready to jump on it before. Might have had Simon in there before. Doesn't matter. Parsnip, go ahead and take your turn. You connect. You fire off your little glowing, radiant butterfly, and it flaps its wings and lands right over on the wraith.
Ignore the custom non-radiant.
All right. It takes full damage from the radiance that collides with it. Little energy kind of shoots throughout the body. Is there anything else you wish to do?
I'm gonna move over here. That's it.
All right. Simon.
Can I get an intelligence save of 15, please?
Well, hopefully it doesn't get us 15. Let's see.
That's a good point.
15.
No way.
God, son of a bitch.
You called it.
You asked for it.
I did, and that's not what I meant, but okay. So you see like this little black bolt of energy just kind of fly forward. It just dissipates before. Well, tits. And he's going to move over and hide behind Arcus.
Right. With that, Phalar.
Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I think I do.
Me.
Not me.
Yeah, I do.
Then you're the only one that understands Phalar's vicious mockery because they're just pissed.
Okay.
Ivan gives Phalar a side eye. I'm like, oh my God. Such a dirty
Yeah, you didn't
mouth.
expect those words to come out.
Oh my God.
DC 15 wisdom.
Its head snaps back ever so slightly from these horrible, vile, undercommon words.
And disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. Anything else for Phalar?
Am I able to get close enough to it to attack? I mean, is it kind of, are there stairs that are there, or
Those are the stairs that go down to it, so it'd be a little bit tricky. Since you can fly, though, you could kind of flutter over it. There's stairs that go down, but the wall around them is only a few feet high. You can flutter over to it.
Okay, I'll do that, and I just zoomed way out 1 second.
Stupid wraith with all these resistances. Stupid natural ones.
I'm going to give Daeron, you don't have Bardic Inspiration at the moment, I believe. So
Oh yeah. Not right now.
I'm going to inspire you and kick a wraith.
I feel so inspired right now. Almost want to kick him too.
14 connects. Nice. You flick your foot through them. It kind of feels like kicking through almost like cotton candy. Don't do as much damage as you'd hope to, but you did succeed in damaging it.
All right, that's it for me.
All right, Tango. Y'all are surrounding this thing. It's looking at Daeron, looking at you. It's looking like it's about to reach out towards one of you. What do you wish to do?
Swing at once.
Oh yeah, you come down over the top, connect with it.
And then my head turns towards Simon. And I'm wondering why he said tits. I'm looking around for some tits. And I'll swing again.
Okay, most of the wispy creature is slowly starting to vanish. There's just a little bits of it left. Anything else for Tango?
Yeah, you guys got this. I'm just going to walk away and start heading down the stairs.
All right. When you do, it goes. It reaches out. It'll try to attack you with disadvantage.
Yep.
15. I do not believe that connects.
It does not.
All right. Daeron, Tango's leaving it in your capable hands. What do you wish to do?
Let's finally go ahead and cast Divine Favor. Give a quick prayer to both the Watcher and the Bulwark and hit him a couple of times.
All right. A 14 hits.
Yeah!
And with that, the radiant energy shoots through it, and he goes, and just a cloud of smoke. It's gone.
Hey, don't worry, Tango. We got it.
About time.
With the dropping of the wraith, or the dissipating of the wraith, you all descend down into the lower levels of the crypt to a familiar place. Off in the distance is Elijah and his parents, waiting. And with that, we'll go ahead and end there for the night.